Masters of the Universe. I am not familiar with this person, with this whole universe. I don't know anything, which I thought would help me be open to this movie. But that did not work. I'll be very blunt. This was trash. It sucked. It was mid. It's not even mid. It's just trash. This is a type of movie where it's corny on purpose, right? Clearly, it's very corny on purpose. So with that being said, the jokes and the comedy, if you don't like any of the jokes here and the comedy, then you are most likely not going to like this movie, because in 99% of the scenes, there is going to be a joke in there. I laughed 5 times in the whole movie. I was keeping count because I knew that making this video, I was going to bring this up. I did not like the jokes. They did not land for me at all. When you think about that, I only laughed 5 times, and there must be like over 100 jokes in this movie or something like that. That's not a good percentage in terms of laughing. And because the jokes were not good for me, the whole movie was not really that good, because right from the beginning, you know Adam is going to win at the end. And also, when he gets the freaking sword, he automatically becomes strong and powerful. So that even reinforces the fact that he's going to win. He doesn't have to train, he doesn't have to read a book or anything. He just is God. So because we already know he's going to win in a pretty easy fashion at the end, also everything in between needs to be entertaining, and it just really wasn't that cool for me. You know, one thing I was really wondering is when he is younger and he dips out of Eternia and goes to Earth, he just gets thrown into like a freaking river or whatever, and then they fast forward to him being a grown adult. What happened in between that? Who took care of him? Who raised him? That's pretty important if you ask me. But I mean, I guess that wasn't important enough to be in the movie, which I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. I feel like because I already don't like the movie, I don't really care about those small details. I will say though, the action here isn't bad. It's pretty decent, and some of these guys do have interesting abilities, like the guy with the neck. That was very inconvenient, because why don't you have like extendo arms or legs? Why is it your neck? That's very inconvenient. Duncan, when he was in his prime, that was pretty cool. Fisto, I mean, that was pretty boring. He just has a fist. But regardless, the action was good. I really thought they were going to do like the very basic romantic relationship between Adam and Teela. They didn't. Maybe if they make another movie, that might happen. I don't know the lore here, so maybe I'm completely wrong. Skeletor and Jared Leto's performance was decent. I don't love any character here because all the jokes, I didn't really like them, so I don't have any affinity to anyone. But I mean, his performance was good. That's all I can really say. I hate to be so pessimistic, I guess you could say, but really, like, there's nothing else I can really say. If the jokes land for you, you will like this movie. If they don't, you will most likely not like this movie. This reminded me of like a Marvel movie, but on steroids with the jokes, because there were so many and they were so bad. I watched Shelter yesterday, Jason Statham, basic movie that he always does every year, and it was very mid, 4 out of 10. Now, looking back at that movie after watching this movie, that movie was kind of lit. Now I'm thinking maybe that movie is like a 6 out of 10 because it was so much better than this movie for me, which is not a good thing. That's a 4 out of 10. This movie, what is this gonna be? This movie is a 3 out of 10. Maybe if I did some research beforehand, maybe that would have helped me, but honestly, I don't think so.